And we have some inputs coming in on the opposition alliance's name, India. Now, sources from opposition meeting say that all decided that there should be the word India or Indian somewhere in the front. One suggestion came from the RJD to call it I.N.D.A, which would have stood for Indian National Alliance. Now, DMK suggested Indian People Alliance, while Rahul Gandhi said, let's use the idea of India. Then Mamata Banerjee said, yes, we can call it India. Now, sources also tell that Nitish Kumar is not upset as he gave the word India to be used. Nitish Kumar had suggested a Hindi name, Bharat Vikas Front. But most of the people said that they want the idea of India in the name. Now, NCP said that let's add development and democratic word also, and to which MK Stalin also agreed. Our senior editor Pallavi Ghosh is joining us. Pallavi, can you help us understand how exactly did the opposition alliance come up with this name India?
Well, as you mentioned it all, that's exactly how they arrived. There was this whole idea that we have to decide on a name for the new opposition front because UPA clearly becomes redundant. But one thing which everyone seemed to be agreeing on is the use of the word India. Either Indianness, India, these were the options which they were all very clear on. And in the midst of all that, different suggestions came in. I mean, I can quickly remember Manoj Jha suggesting, or the RJD, let's call it I.N.D.A, the Indian National Alliance, very similar to the I.N.D.A army which was taken on to take on the British by Subhash Chandra Bose. That was the logic given behind it. There was the Bharatiya Vikas Front is what was suggested by Nitish Kumar. He wanted a Hindi name for it, the Indian People's Alliance. But I think at the end of the day, what happened was that one thing which Rahul Gandhi only mentioned is that whatever we name, we decide it should carry or capsule the entire concept of India as a nation, of being inclusive, integrated. And that is when Mamata Banerjee said, let's even just call it India. And then the deliberations began on what should be the breakdown of that acronym India. And that's when the suggestion came up that we must use the word democratic, we must use the word development, because these are the two grounds on which the NDA and the BJP have not been able to deliver anything.
So, Pallavi, do we have this clarity who exactly coined this term? Because some reports say that it was Rahul Gandhi, but some say that it was Mamata Banerjee who coined the term India.
I don't know. I spoke to multiple sources, and all of them are stressing on the fact that please don't give credit to only one person. It was actually a brainstorming session, which one thing we all began with an agreement on is the use of the word India. As I said, I mean, Rahul Gandhi only suggested that I think somewhere down the line we must capture the essence of integrated, inclusive India, to which Mamata Banerjee said, let's just call it India then. And then the breakdown of that acronym began, and then we have it as we saw it being announced officially yesterday.
Also, Pallavi, we're now seeing a lot of politics that has already begun on the name India. We saw how Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has mocked the name of the opposition alliance.
Well, I mean, I think this was also to be expected. I mean, it was a googly of sorts which even the new front felt that they had given out. And that googly, according to them, was that how will they then keep on attacking the new opposition front, India, because it's called India. So, you know, I mean, I remember they took pot shots at the BJP's Twitter handle by saying it's called BJP for India. Maybe they should change the idea of what their Twitter handle is all about. You know, it's interesting that yesterday when the Prime Minister was speaking, he kept this in mind because he says that it is a question of India versus New India. And New India is what the NDA is offering in terms of development, in terms of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, and how benefits of various schemes of the government has percolated down to a lowest level. And there's no sense of entitlement for few.
All right, Pallavi, please stay with us. Now let's listen in to some reactions on this story.
Well, I would like to say that since the independence of this country, this is for the first time that political leadership, majority of the leaders of this country, of different political parties, feel there is a need to come together to fight the way we fought the Britishers. Today, the mindset is same, that is, they are trying to undermine the constitution of this country. They are trying to undermine the democracy of this country. They are trying to undermine every institution. And this time, my head really, I had to bow my head in shame when our Prime Minister was in America. And there the ex-president, Barack Obama, was commenting on our internal situation. That was so bad for our country.
Totally, it is actually the result of this meeting of the like-minded opposition parties clearly indicating that they are totally worried. This opinion of the party is already every parties are united. We have to protect the idea of India. Now, idea of India is totally disturbed by BJP government. We have to retain that idea of India. We have to value our constitutions. We have to value our common people's grievances. We need to have a common platform to fight for that causes. That is why we are all together here. The idea of India is attacking now by the union government. We have to retain the idea of India. We have to spread the messages of India.
We all have joined together to save the India. We have a great agenda for 2024, and this would be the beginning of that. Bangalore has shown the way for that. There will be a coordination committee. A lot of things will work out. Mamta ji has come out with her vision, whatever she has, and all the chief ministers have put forward their ideas, whatever they have. They wanted to save the entire country, and India will fight.
दलों ने कैसे एनडीए को और मजबूत किया जाए और 2024 के अंदर तीसरी बार एनडीए को मजबूती से देश में लाया जाए, उस पर अपनी चर्चा भी करी, विषय भी रखा। और बड़ी खुशी की बात है कि 25 साल के इस एनडीए के सफर में आज एनडीए 24 दलों से शुरू हुआ था और आज 39 दलों पे पहुंचा है। और मैं ये मानता हूं कि देश के प्रत्येक कोने से राजनेताओं का जुड़ना एनडीए की मजबूती और ताकत को दर्शाता है।
एनडीए की बैठक थी, प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के अध्यक्षता में 39 पार्टी के लोग थे, प्रमुख लोग थे। बैठक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण थी और जो पिछले 50-60 सालों में जो काम नहीं हुआ था डेवलपमेंट का, उसके ऊपर चर्चा हुई। जो 50-60 सालों में नहीं हुआ जो विकास का काम इस देश के लिए, वो 9 सालों में मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में एनडीए सरकार ने करके दिखाया है।
The entire meeting is all about the stability of the nation. The entire meeting went off